What's up everyone, and welcome back to another new car and another new video on the channel. This is a Plymouth Belvedere and it's such a cool car. I'm just looking at all the lines on it. This is like proper stylish. Yeah, it's old and everything, but if you look at everything, it just sort of links up. Like you have a line that starts from the bottom bumper that kind of shapes the front end of this thing, and then it goes all the way to the rear end, and then it shapes the back end as well. And it's like it's got layers on it. It's just such a good looking car. It's a car that I don't know much about though, to be honest with you, but it does look very, very sick. Big ol' fat V8, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Yeah, it's so cool. It's so old school inside as well. I love the really, really thin steering wheel as well. It makes it even better. It's a 4-speed manual. It looks so cool. Yeah, I don't know really much about this guy. I mean, it's an American car. I didn't grow up in America or anything. But is that the handbrake? Does that have like a Mercedes style handbrake? Well, obviously Mercedes kind of copied this, but oh no, never mind. It's the clutch. Okay, for whatever reason. Wait, is it? No, it's not. It is the handbrake. It is, right? It has the pedal on the right. It has the pedal in the middle, and then it has the pedal to the left, which that's the clutch, and then far left is another pedal, which is the handbrake. That's very cool. I love how squeaky the doors are. Listen, listen, listen. Alright, listen. That is jokes. Also, the windows in the back roll down too. If you haven't noticed, there's like a lever as well over there. Very cool car. Okay, nice. Nice little carpeting in the back as well. It's really cool. I feel like we can do some interesting stuff to this car. I kind of want to drive it completely stock though before we do anything. It's in C-Class right now. Yeah, actually, before we do anything, let's just have a look at the stats of this thing. 365 horsepower, 637 newton meters of torque, 1,687 kilos. This is a quick car even by today's standards. What? It's got a 7-liter V8 in it. Braking is terrible. Handling is terrible. Very good speed. Acceleration not the best, and off-road is kind of alright as well. I want to see this thing just lean. Oh, it looks sick. That first gear is so long. And it is leaning. It is definitely leaning. It's got torque though. Even if it's only got 2 gears. Oh my god. This has to be the slowest 300 horsepower I've ever seen. What's the 0 to 100 on this thing? I want to try it. Alright. Well, that's 0 to 60. That took a while. And then 100. Oh god, it's slow. But it's very cool. I feel like if we can slam this thing into the floor, put drift suspension on it, and lower it a lot, bring it on one of my maps, we could turn this thing into like a lowrider. This could be actually such a very good looking lowrider. I feel like it's just not a car that I would take out racing or anything like that, so I feel like I might just build this car basically just for looks. We'll see if somebody has made any sort of designs for it as well. Oh my god, it leans. And the white walls as well just suit it. I might just keep these tires as well. Maybe change the wheels to something a little bit more Lowrider-ish type of wheels, but I feel like this could be kind of fun to try and build something like that. From like a very weird or specific angle, it kind of looks a bit like a Merc. Like an old Mercedes. Maybe from 1 or 2 angles, but overall, the car just isn't a Mercedes at all. We're close to it. Alright, anyway. Let's have a quick look at what's available for this thing and what we can do to it. So we can engine swap it, of course we can. Lots of different engines, LS's, V8s, V12s, bunch of other stuff. Oh, there's only actually one V12, and then the rest of them are all just different versions of a V8. Well, not different versions, but just different V8s. Diesel, DSC, racing V8, there's the V12, there's a 7-liter V8 here, which basically is the same as in this car. And we have this one, which is 9.9 DSC, V8 twin turbo. So we can put like a silly amount of power in it, but do I really want to? Do I really want to put like a silly amount of power into this thing? We could kind of turn it into like a sleeper though, if I do stuff like that. You know what, let's do it. Let's turn it into a bit of a sleeper, but at the same time... At the same time, kind of build this thing as a lowrider, if that makes sense. Yeah, see, that just doesn't suit this guy. This car just is all about looks for me. I don't know why. It looks like that for me. Why are we allowed to change this? Right. Is this for I wonder if this is for actually turning this thing into a drag car. Like as a rear-wheel drive drag car. What's the width for the wheels that we can put on this thing? I mean, that's pretty ridiculous. 335s. That is pretty crazy. But like I said, it's not a car that I want to do that to. So specialist wheels are kind of just here. I'm trying to see if there's anything that would actually suit this thing. Like I said, that would make it look like it belongs on it for a lowrider, but I don't really know. Something that would also like fit the white walls as well, but just I don't think there is anything in this game. I think we need more wheels like that to suit this. Yeah. And then especially in some of the other ones, I don't think we have anything here. That's crazy. All these Japanese wheels. Should we put Japanese wheels on it? That would be kind of funny. It'd be definitely something that Japanese people would end up doing. They'll create like a lowrider and they'll put like VSKFs on it or something stupid. You know? It's just something crazy like that. Which would be kind of funny to try and slap on a car like this. It'll be like a Japanese lowrider type of deal. But I've seen some people do that. If you've ever seen any sort of like Japanese video, you see them. Some of them like really love like old American cars as well, and they'll basically just kind of Japanese style lowrider them. They look very cool. Okay, well I don't really know if I want to change the wheels on this thing now, since these just look so sick and just so unique. I really don't know if I want to change that. If I don't go in and change the actual tires themselves, then obviously it'll get rid of the white walls, so I don't really want to do anything there. We could do this. We can give it some even bigger white walls though if we put the vintage race tires on. I'm doing that. They look even better. They look even better. What about this? I mean, we can change that if we really wanted to, but I'm not going to. I feel like the wheels should be a little bit smaller even, right? Especially if I'm turning this thing into a lowrider, but I can't really change anything there. This is the moment of truth. Oh, it gets so low. That's actually very cool. I expected it a little bit lower, but that's very cool. Weight reduction, I think might hinder this a little bit. Because it kind of takes a little bit less strain from the suspension. I don't know if that is the case there. I'll do it anyway. It's fine. Brakes, we should probably improve our brakes, especially since this thing is gonna handle like an absolute pig. Regardless. Yeah, we'll upgrade all this. Transmission is already changed because we bought the thing, didn't we? We bought the all-wheel drive setup. Apart from that, we can't really change anything else on this thing. Like I said, ideally I want to just turn this thing into a lowrider, which is kind of what we've done here. I want to change the design of it as well. I want to see what people have created or they've come up with for this thing. But I want to build this thing into a lowrider. I don't know why. It's just something I wanted to do. Paint. What are some of the options that this car has available? Whoops. Red. This looks... I love this color on like any car. There's like so many different cars that has like a color similar to this. It's so clean. Yeah, let's have a look at some new designs. See what people have created for this thing. There's some race versions of this car. That's actually kind of cool. This looks good. The two-tone black at the bottom half red. The purple and the white looks good. Oh, the flames, man. Some of these are great. This one. Oh, I don't know what that design is called, what the little thing on the side is, but this looks sick. Let's have a quick look at this. That looks so sick. I love how I'm not the only person that had this idea. That is very clean. I love that. That is very, very clean. I'm gonna get rid of a bit of camber on the front end though. I want to keep it at 5 degrees. That's it's a bit dumb. Maybe a little bit. Apart from that, I don't think we can change anything else, right, on this thing. Spring softness. I want to do... Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Change everything to soft. I don't need it to be stiff at all. Air and all that. I don't really care for it. Again, I don't really care about the handling of this thing. I just kind of want it to be... probably lower the PSI. To be honest with you, I think we can't even get this thing to be a little bit lower, but I think I need to change the tires to like... to different types of tires, but I'm not going to do that. Not with this thing. That's good. Alright, let's say, let me change my gear ratios, because since we did upgrade them, but we didn't end up changing the actual ratios. Like, we have upgraded our gearbox, which is not the ratios. It's just because we made it all-wheel drive. There, we'll just keep it like that. It's fine, doesn't really matter. It's pretty fast. I mean, it is still shaped like a brick, so I don't think it'll have a very high top speed. Oh yeah, also the suspension that I gave it. Yeah, let's just do that. Suspension that I gave it is definitely not good for racing it. But I don't care. Event lab. Events. Go to my history, or should I just go to my events? I think my events, right? Go to my shared events. Low cars, free roam, wet eve. This is probably the best one that I've made. So all these events that you saw there, they're all obviously mine, and I've basically created them to change the gravity. Oh, the drop. That was sick. I basically made it so the gravity kind of presses down on the car more, and it turns it into more of a like a stance build or lowrider build or whatever. They would be great on this map. That is spot on. It's exactly what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted. I absolutely love it. I'm so happy that also someone else decided to just do this paint for this. And something like this. Oh, it looks so good. Especially here at the festival now with all the purples and pinks everywhere, and then this car. That's very, very clean. I love that. So the sun is coming from over there. We could probably have... Oh, let me change this. Try to put it in the way of the puddle. Like that. Let's have a quick look at this. Here, I'm trying to make the puddle like all clear so you can actually see it. That is so nice. Or even that's a nice picture. With the ray tracing and everything. Everything being reflected back. What's the best thing? I'm trying to grab an angle that I know is gonna be good. Maybe from there? Like that? That's a pretty good picture. Look at all the birds in the background. Jesus. It's just the white balance that changes with it. That is a solid picture. It's so low. I love doing this sometimes. Just hopping on and just taking some crazy pics. That's a good picture. I might keep that as like the thumbnail for the video. I need to kind of change the colors around a little bit. But it looks good. What about a bit more exposure? Yeah, I'll be able to like oversaturate it slightly and do a couple of things to it, but yeah, let's add some aperture as well for the distance. I like that, man. That is a good looking car. Yeah, let me know what you think of the Plymouth Belvedere. Let me know what you built yours for. I mean, this is kind of what I wanted mine to be built as. I just thought it was such a good idea to build it as like a lowrider, you know. So that's why it's here like this. I don't know. I think this suits like this car so much. Just having it be built like this. Yeah, like I said, let me know what you built yours for. If you built it for anything else, anything differently. But yeah, this was a fun little build. It was interesting to try and build it like this. Yeah. Well, that's it for today's video. This is a bit of an interesting and a bit of a different one due to the fact that it's more of a build on this car that's kind of odd, you know? Like I don't go around racing in it or anything like that. I just wanted to do something like this just for fun. So yeah, let me know what you thought of this video. But that's it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.